Sea of Thieves was supposed to be getting bigger every season, so why does it feel smaller than ever? With the recent release of Season 19, I certainly have some thoughts about Rare's choices for this season and the overall state of the game and the direction things are heading. Just some quick background for anyone who doesn't know me. I picked up Sea of Thieves at launch in 2018. I'm not a hardcore player. I think that's obvious if you've watched any of my videos in the past. But I played for about 6 months during the launch, and due to a lack of quality of life and a lack of variety of features and things to do in the game, I dropped it after a little bit. I didn't return to the game until COVID in 2020 when we didn't have much else to do with our time, and I was frankly quite impressed with a lot of the quality of life changes that they had made in the span of those 2 years. And then again, after about 6 months, I dropped it, and I didn't pick it back up until late 2024 when we were well into the seasonal model at that point, and I was so hooked with a lot of the changes, such as the addition of new weapons, Hourglass, even though we lost Arena for it, and then some other things like the Megalodon guilds. All that stuff was new to me. That also happened to be around the same time that I started this channel, and if you look at my channel history, I dabbled in some other games, but most of it is Sea of Thieves content just because frankly, I was enjoying it. I think things kind of took a turn for the worse for Seasons right around the time that Rare faced layoffs and canceled their upcoming game, Everwild. Since then, I feel like the quality of Seasons has dropped, specifically Seasons 17, 18, and 19, where we've all seen extended seasons or delays of acts due to quote-unquote quality reasons. And I think the issues have been more apparent than ever with Season 19. I'll start off with the good. I don't think Season 19 is all bad. I'm happy that there are quality of life updates coming to existing modes and systems. It's something we've needed for a while, and I'm glad they're finally addressing that. That is most evident with Hourglass, which has had rampant cheaters in the past, the pain of having to go get supplies and put your emissary flag. Those things have been resolved in Season 19. And the new Last Ship Standing mode that's supposed to come in Act 3, I'm frankly very excited for, and I plan on making videos on it. It almost feels like a return to the arena that we had years ago. But if you zoom out and look at the whole picture, Season 19 was originally supposed to have Kraken updates, a new Kraken fight from my understanding, new Orb of Souls voyages, which all got cut before the season released. And then you top that with the doubloon reset, and I know they've made some changes to how they're handling that since then. And then just removing stuff from the cosmetic shop because you claim it's too bulky and you can't add a search function. It's evident to me that they don't have enough staff working on this game, and or the passion is just no longer there to develop Sea of Thieves content. And don't get me started on this new Bilge Rat Weekender that's supposed to be a limited time event once a month. Maybe it'll be good. Obviously, we haven't played it yet, and I could be wrong. But for a whole act, that seems extremely weak. Seasons just continue to be pushed back or extended as next seasons aren't meeting their quality standard but continue to lack in quality and meaningful updates. I mean, for Act 3, Season 18, the Garrisons, I think it was a full month delay. It's easy for me to be a backseat developer. I have no background in game development. I don't know how these things work. But it is apparent that the quality of the game, the amount of content we get in updates, continues to be dwindled back, which frankly has me very worried about Season 20 and beyond. And I don't think I'm alone in this. If you look at Steam charts, there's been a very gradual decline in the player base, really for about the past 2 years, but more noticeably in the past year. Now, I don't think Steam charts is the end-all be-all and paints the full picture of how a live service game is doing, but it definitely can provide a bit of a narrative and some context into what's going on currently with the player base. Obviously, it doesn't factor in PlayStation or Xbox, but I imagine that the trends are pretty similar on those consoles as well. And it has made me think recently that maybe live service games as a whole are on the way out. I feel like if you're not a top 2 in your genre or provide a completely unique experience and able to stay on top of the player demands, it's tough to keep the ship floating. One of my favorite games of all time is Destiny, and over the past year, there has been significant fatigue with that player base due to a lack of meaningful innovation and resources required by Bungie, Destiny's studio, to keep things running. Again, I'm no game developer, but these live service games also seem tough for the developers themselves. Their passion for their game shifts over time and they want to make something new, as seen with Destiny and Bungie shifting to Marathon. I do wonder if something similar is happening over at Rare. They've been working on Sea of Thieves for a decade now, if you include the initial development timeline, and there's no new projects in the pipeline as far as I'm aware in their studio. Overall, bigger picture, this leaves my channel in a tough position. Not seeing the passion to move Sea of Thieves forward or evolve it from the developers, and the player fatigue that has trickled in has gotten to me as well. I'm also getting tired of the game to an extent. I spoke with a friend of mine recently who follows the channel closely. He said something that really stuck with me. He said that he can tell the difference between the videos I really care about making and the videos I put out for the sake of uploading. This made me realize my passion on a topic or idea is visible to the general viewer. And the past couple of videos I've been churning out content that I don't feel passion for. I think that's evident if you've been a long time watcher of the channel. It used to be very high quality edits with a story from beginning to end. And now I just feel like I'm uploading Sea of Thieves clips, just random clips that happen out in the world, and try to make the best of it with not a lot of effort. I look at some of my previous uploads like Server at the Fort or the Destiny video I made called The Hunt for the Destiny 2's Most Wanted Item, and I think I can feel the difference between those and my more recent uploads. When I edited those videos and recorded them, I was so excited to get those out as soon as possible. With my more recent Sea of Thieves videos, it kind of feels like I'm dragging my ass a little bit. Those examples I gave, I cared so much about making those videos as good as possible. Even if they aren't perfect in retrospect, my passion in my editing and clips shows through and through, in my opinion, even if they're not my best performing videos. All of this is to say, I'm going to start branching out. The theme of the channel will stay the same, documenting the insanity of online gaming, interacting with random gamers online, and documenting my friends and I playing various games, and so on. For Sea of Thieves content, it will stay. As of this recording, I'm actually working on my biggest Seas video yet, which is currently clocking in at over 30 minutes. This is a challenge video that I'm super excited about, with the same quality of editing and content that you're used to from some of my bigger videos here. So it may take a while before you see it, but there still needs to be a lot of editing and a lot of review before it's out. I'm hoping to get it out before the end of the month, but I can't make any promises right now. That being said, I want to make you aware and do not be surprised if you start seeing other games on this channel. Again, there will be Sea of Thieves content in the future, but only when I'm super passionate about an idea or theme. It's not going anywhere. Some games I'm considering. Marathon has me by my balls right now, and I'd love to do some content around that. I have some ideas, but I still need to run through them and see if they would actually turn into good videos. Destiny is updating all of its endgame content in June, and me and my buddies are going to hop in. If there are any other games you'd like to see that I'm not currently thinking of, please let me know. As of right now, I'm expecting an 80-20 split in content with 80% Sea of Thieves and 20% in other games. This may change over time based on my feelings and the state of Sea of Thieves in that moment. If you're only here for Sea of Thieves content, that is okay. I would ask you to stay and try out some of the other content I will be uploading, but I understand if you don't want your feed to occasionally be filled with games you have zero interest in. Oh, and there will still be Sea of Thieves bingo live streams on select Sundays. Those have been a blast, so make sure you tune into those. I hope you can understand where I'm coming from in all of this. I still love Sea of Thieves. There will still be Sea of Thieves on this channel, but Rare, the developers, have not given me a sense of confidence in the future of the game, and I'm a little bit worried that we might be looking at the end of service for this game sometime soon. I so hope I'm wrong, and I hope that they can fix some of these errors they've made the past couple of seasons, but again, I don't really have that confidence in them right now, and neither does the player base. At the end of the day, I want to upload videos that I really care about and that I'm passionate about. And if that means I need to branch out and kind of take a step back from Sea of Thieves, even just a little bit, I'm going to do that. This is not a job for me, and I'm still very early on into my YouTube career, and I would rather start making those branches now, not 5 years down the line when I'm pigeonholed into Sea of Thieves, and if things in Sea of Thieves are even worse. If you have any questions, comments, concerns for me, go ahead and leave them down in the comments. I'll try to respond to the best of my ability, and I hope you have a great weekend. I'm excited for this new Sea of Thieves video coming out soon, and I hope you are too.